Basically, every spring or every fall you should be replacing your windshield wipers. This is exactly why I need new windshield wipers. These ones are falling apart, they do not work. Lots of people go and pour this like this, and it's gonna glug a lot outside, inside. All right, welcome back to another Girl's Guide to Automotive, where I teach you something that was probably never taught to you. Today we're gonna be going over windshield wipers, how to properly clean your windshield on the inside and the outside, and how to top up your windshield wiper fluid. Basically, every spring or every fall you should be replacing your windshield wipers. They actually only have a 6 to 12 month lifespan, so if you're noticing on your windshield that every time your wipers go, you're left behind with a bunch of streaks and it's hard to see through, it's probably time to give those guys a change. Over time, this rubber kind of loses its structure and becomes a lot more brittle, and then they don't wipe as well on your windshield. I know that it can be challenging to know which kind of wipers that you're going to need for your vehicle, but there's a couple ways you can find that out. First is a quick Google search. If you put in the make and model of your car and the year and ask it what kind of windshield wipers you use, it'll pop up. Or you can go to your local parts store and talk to the counter person and they'll tell you which wipers you need. Or if you're doing this completely by yourself, ordering them online, you can actually take a quick measurement from the tip of your windshield wiper to the bottom, and this is actually the blade itself. We don't replace these. This is the only piece that we're replacing today, and that's all that you're going to need to replace. And then basically you just take a measurement, and these ones I believe are 20-inch ones. I also know that it can be complicated deciding which brand you should go with, and for that it's kind of up to each individual's person, but the Bosch brand is really good. If you want something a little bit even better than Bosch, I know that Rain-X makes some incredible wipers, or if you're looking for something cheap just to get by, there's a bunch of different options. Just make sure you're getting one that's going to fit your car. They also come with instructions on the back, so this is super user friendly, and they're all pretty much operate the same. I'm going to move you guys a little bit closer so you can see how we're going to take off this windshield wiper and put on these new guys, and then we'll go over window cleaning and topping up your windshield washer fluid. Okay, so these are actually kind of broken from me banging them on my windshield during the winter, so I'm just going to pull those back, and basically all you have to do is slide that forward, and that's going to release for you. Lots of times you might have to pull this slider out of the way, and we can just leave that one like that. I'm going to take off these broken pieces. Make sure once you have your wiper off, you don't slam this back on your window. You could even just leave it standing up, but just so that you guys can see it and I can reach it, we're going to leave it there. Now, we got some nice instructions on the back of this, so I'm going to open up package number 1. And we're going to have a couple different connectors and our main windshield blade. Now I can take this blade, just kind of push that guy in there, pull it back, and that's basically your windshield set. All right, now we're going to repeat that same process on this side. Your windshield wipers also might not look quite like mine. There are a couple different styles. If you guys have a different style, there's kind of 2 different ones it could be. Lots of them will have a little clip here that you push up. Obviously this is broken on mine, but yeah, there's lots of times a little clip here on the front, and if you don't have that kind, sometimes you'll have a pin type, and the pin will slide through one way and click into place, and then you just slide a little plastic piece over top and it retains it. This one is a lot more simpler, but again, you just twist this guy up. There we go. Pop that guy off. Pull it up. This is exactly why I need new windshield wipers. These ones are falling apart. They do not work. They're busted from me having frozen windshield wipers and slapping them down on my windshield. That's why this little guy is all broken. It's just been flapping around in the wind for the last 2 months. And a lot of these kits are universal, so they do come with a little package full of the other plastic clips that you would need for a different vehicle type. They also have all the instructions on the backside for all the different window types that there will be. And again, I'm going to put this through here, get it on that hook, and just pop it up. And that is it. Next up, we're going to tackle the windshield washer fluid. This is something that everybody needs to know because you're going to need it on long road trips. There's not always going to be somebody else there to fill it up, and we don't have full service gas stations anymore, so it's really simple. First step though is popping the hood. You can find your hood pop underneath your steering wheel or somewhere close to that. It'll either be labeled hood or it'll have a little picture of a car with the hood propped up. So that disengages the first latch, but there's actually 2 latches on this hood, and actually all hoods. And the second latch is called a safety latch, just in case the first one fails. Now we have to find that safety latch. It's generally somewhere in the middle. Sometimes it's in your grill. On this one specifically, it's here under the center of the grill. You just slide it sideways and pop this up. If you have a hood prop, put that up now. Now we have to locate where our washer fluid is. These are generally in clear view, somewhere close to the front. They will be labeled windshield washer fluid. This one's got a big cap. Some of them will be twist off, small pop cap, and it'll say windshield washer fluid. So we're just gonna take that cap off and pull it out of the way. Now you need to get yourself a jug of this stuff. You can use any brand, but if it's super cold where you are, something that you're gonna wanna look for is what temperature it's rated for. So this brand specifically is rated for -30. So that's great for here in Canada because we do have a lot of -30, -35, 40 weather during the winter. It's getting to be summer now, so not a big deal right now, but during the winter it definitely is. If you don't get stuff that's rated for the temperatures and you use it on your windshield, it could freeze instantly depending on how cold it is. So that's why you want to make sure that you're getting something that's rated for the temperature of the climate you're in. And these are super simple to open. They have a little baby lock on them. You just push that in and spin and it comes right off. So now we can go ahead and fill this in. Now something that actually they don't teach you, I'm gonna do a demonstration outside of the truck so you guys can actually see. Lots of people go and pour this like this, and it's gonna glug a lot, and every time it glugs, where the water goes is gonna like kind of jump and you can end up making a mess. So when you go to pour these, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you put it this way, it actually won't glug on you and you will spill a lot less. It's a little harder to get lined up to the spout, but you're gonna lose a lot less fluid pouring it this way. It's not gonna glug on you. So that is something to keep in mind if that is a problem that you've been having. And it works the same way for oils and any other fluid in a jug. If you pour it the other way, it won't glug. And then we can just go ahead and start topping up our fluid. I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer so you can see. So again, I'm holding my jug this way, getting it lined up. Now we don't have any glugging. Now most vehicles, if they're rate empty, a windshield washer fluid will take an entire bottle of these. However, I have had some cars that take just almost a bottle. So just make sure that you're watching the fluid level as you're pouring this in so you don't overfill it. This truck wasn't completely empty yet, but it was starting to get low. All right, well, we got a little left in here, and now we can go ahead and repop on our cap. And now we are full of windshield washer fluid and we don't have to worry about it for probably another month. All right, now we're on to cleaning our windshield to make this job complete. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten a brand new window or you've had your window cleaned and you're like, man, how did that detailer get my window so freaking clean? I can see everything through it. That would be this stuff. You want to get a professional grade foaming glass cleaner. Now these are pretty heavy and you want to make sure that you're in a well ventilated area, or when you're cleaning the inside of your vehicle, you have the doors open. This has some toxic chemicals in it, but it works like a hot damn. This will get your window so incredibly clean, but you do have to be careful. Don't be directly in the mist way. Try not to get it on your skin. Now this specific brand is called Gunk. There's a lot of other ones. There's lots of like ammonia based ones and a bunch of different stuff, but this is the one that I generally always use. And you just gotta give it a shake. Make sure you have your paper towel ready. And then we're just gonna put a healthy coat on your windshield, enough that you're getting most of it covered, and it's going to foam up a little bit more after you spray it on. You can use paper towel. This is shop towel, so it's lint free, or you can use a rag, like a microfiber cloth, will work best. And then all you have to do, might have to do a couple passes because this truck window is freaking dirty. It's got a lot of dust on it. This will also work for any oily residue. So for those of you that end up with oily residue on the inside of your truck, or you forgot to put your oil cap on and you got oil sprayed up your windshield, this works like a hot damn. So, but basically you wipe it off and then you take the dry side of your towel, you just give it another good go across, and then we're gonna do the same to the inside of the windshield. I'm just gonna wipe it till it's dry. I love how crazy the difference is. So that's looking through my windshield now, to the outside. Outside, inside. You would never even know. And then you look over here where it's super dirty and grimy. All right, now we can pop this guy back down. I still have to clean the rest of my windshield, but I'll do that off camera. But that is how you successfully change your windshield wipers, top up your windshield washer fluid, and get a nice clean glass by the time you're finished. If you guys want any of the products I use, I'll put them down in the description, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's something that you want me to teach you, drop it down in the comments below and I will do it.